I put a letter into the mailbox, but when I opened it again, it had mysteriously vanished. It turns out that someone took it in the past. At that moment, I was completely convinced we were having a conversation across time. From that day on, I began using the mailbox frequently. I shared bits of my daily life and poured out my inner secrets. One day, just as I was preparing to write to the boy, a memory surfaced. I wrote asking him if he could go to the subway station to help me retrieve the tape recorder I had lost there years ago. He followed my directions and found the place, but was a step too late. He brushed past me from that year. He sat on the bench, pressed the play button on the recorder, and finally heard my voice. Shortly after, I received the tape recorder that had been lost 2 years earlier. I was excitedly sharing the news with my best friend. While listening to my old recording, suddenly a stranger's male voice intruded onto the tape. It was the first time I had heard his voice. I gave him a pair of handmade earmuffs. He received them overjoyed, and that night ran to the platform where I often wait for the train. After seeing me from that year, he deliberately sat beside her and put on the earmuffs. But he found that I didn't notice him at all. He deliberately coughed loudly, but only earned my eye roll. At that time, I thought the person beside me was really odd. As the train pulled in, I was about to board when I suddenly saw a small stall on the platform and wanted to buy gloves. But because time was tight, I could only hastily board the train. It was then that I noticed him wearing the ridiculous earmuffs and couldn't help laughing out loud. Other passengers were also amused by his odd appearance. He looked at me on the train until the train disappeared into the tunnel's end. Then he went to the stall and bought the pair of gloves I wanted. Soon, I received the gloves I hadn't had time to buy 2 years earlier. To repay his gift, I came up with an idea. I could use my knowledge of the future to have him buy a guaranteed winning lottery ticket.